Hey everyone! Alright, we're gonna do a little inspection today. I think this is probably what's on a lot of people's minds is, right, when does the honey come out? So we have a couple of boxes on this hive. We have about 3 boxes on this hive. So we'll just do a quick check and see how we're looking. This one has been out for about a week. This has been a couple weeks now. So hopefully we should be seeing some cappings because the weather has been pretty awesome. So taking a look at our girls here. So we are looking okay. So they're building some wax, so we could see that this is kind of the foundation what it was before, and now that they're building some beautiful wax over here. Not a lot of progress happening with this box though. So we have some wax over there, not too shabby. So what we'll do is we'll just put this on, keep it covered, and check what's happening on the box below. Should be a fairly easy lift. Okay, now we're cooking. So here we can see just a lot of beautiful wax. You can see the white. I'll bring it a little closer. So here we can see a lot of bees working. And then we have just beautiful white wax. So what we did here is we did an 8-frame configuration because this was pretty built out. So I just wanted for them to extend it out. So let's put you back, but let's pop some frames out and take a look. Because what we can do is we could actually reconfigure this a bit and see whichever ones that they're working, we can kind of bring it out to the outside. And then this way, the ones that aren't really working that well, we bring to the middle because they work from the middle out. So let's pop this frame out. It's already built, and we can see a lot of bees filling it. There's nectar in here. See, this frame is not so well built. So we will put you here for a moment. Run around like cuckoo. And let's see what's happening here. So this is a mamajamma. Ooh la la. So this one is super packed. You can see that they've built it on the outside, but they haven't really kept any honey yet, but it's filling out pretty well. This is a very heavy frame. So as we said, we'll put this one to the outside here and just keep checking as we're moving through. Again, good amount of nectar, lots of beautiful wax, but not filled out. So we'll do that one. This one is another nice and heavy frame. Plenty of nectar, but no capping. Woohoo! Sometimes you touch them and then you squeeze, and that's when they get a little pissy. So we're okay. That's how you get messed up a little bit. So we'll just bring these frames a little closer together. This one is okay. This one's got a good amount of wax on it, so we want to give them some good space. I think we can probably squeeze this in a little bit more. So a couple of these will just be they're not gonna build them out too much like the other one. But here we want to give it a good amount of space because they're really up against each other. Same thing here. Okay, and we'll bring this frame in, nice and snug. And then this way they'll build that one out. So this one is on its way, nothing too fantastic, but we're still some time away before they start capping. So probably another week or two. Let's bring this one over here and we could check out our mamajamma hive over here. This one is easy in that it's pretty much my height, but doesn't make it easy for lifting. These girls like to glue everything together. Alright, nice and gentle. Lots of bees. Lots of white wax too. Always beautiful to see that. We could just kind of go into the middle here. See what's happening. Similar situation, lots of really beautiful nectar. So I think you could see that, it's like a little shimmer. I don't know if you could see that. But beautiful white wax. And nectar, nothing's capped yet, right? So the rule of thumb is once they get the nectar to about 18% water content, they will cap it. So this one looks promising. Let's take a look. Oh, hive beetle. It's not a nice pest. We don't want them in the hive. So fun fact for foragers are not the nicest bees. They're typically the very defensive ones. So they are circling my face right now. Scoot some bees over. Let's take a look. So here we're actually making a lot more progress. So what you can see is that right here is the beginning of the capping. So they're bringing the moisture content down and capping it, which at some point we shall get this whole thing capped, and that's when we know it's time to harvest. Okay, spacing looks good. Let's check the box right below. Shimmy any bees down. squashing them. This one's going to be a little heavier than the other box. Just be careful with the bees outside here. Okay, caught one. Get the finger. Very nice. Alright. Oh la la. So this one's starting to get heavy. Alright. Let's bring this monster frame out. We don't want to go too long. We don't want to disrupt them too much because they're making really good progress. And get this oriented. Bring this one gently up. All right. Gosh. Now we're talking. So here is a beautiful frame, and we have about halfway capped. They were actually thinking about creating swarm cells over here, but fortunately we don't have any queens or eggs to bring up. So you can see here we're halfway capped with this frame, and I'm going to try to stop squeezing bees because I'm getting stung. Okay, good job. Not compromising the space. And then lastly, alright, branch is falling down. I know. This one is gonna win quite a bit. Oh, la, la. Whew! Thankfully we're in the shade because it is already... Alright. Now they're getting a little pissed off at me. But let's just do a quick check on the progress for this frame. So here we put 10 deep frames, just because this one was all foundation, so they have to build it from scratch, but wanted to just make sure they build it nice and evenly and not a lot of action happening here. So they're building some of the frames here, but nothing to write home about. Put this puppy back. Yeah, they are not happy with me right now. So we'll just put them back together and let them keep going their merry way. Okay. know this one's a little lopsided. Just make sure we're nice and sealed. Okay. It gets a little bit harder to manipulate, but close them up and keep doing what you're doing, girls.